Should really clean up my desk before I start recording these. Let's face it, that's not going to happen. Hi, I'm Matt and this is Not Enough Tech. Today we're going to talk about a Sonoff product like no other. Why like no other? Because Sonoff is associated usually with these. These are Sonoff switches and they come in different flavors. I have one of the basic switches to control my heating. Why? Because I've created a smart thermostat and you can read more about it in here. Now, another example of use of Sonoff would be using a Sonoff POWR2 to monitor the power. And what can you do with this? You can link it to a washing machine like I did in this video and get notification when the washing machine is done. Or, if you really fancy, you could use one of those with your 3D printers to create a mobile notification system for your 3D printer. If you're interested in that, the link is there. But I'm here not to talk about Sonoff switches, I'm here to talk about Sonoff IP camera. And if you're confused, yeah, Sonoff isn't something I would associate with IP cameras. However, they hit the market with smart sockets before, and now we have a smart camera. This camera is priced under $30, and what do you get with that $30? It turns out quite a bit. Now the camera has a 2-axis of motion, so you can rotate the camera and move it up and down, which, well, covers quite a bit of area, to be honest. And it's connecting to the internet via Wi-Fi and a LAN, although I suspect the LAN cable isn't 1 gigabit connector. Now, for your benefit, there is also a slot for a microSD card if you want to store the footage locally, and the camera itself is equipped with a microphone and the speaker. Like other Sonoff devices, this camera uses EWI-Link app to connect. So the pairing process is fairly simple, especially that the device talks back to you throughout the process. All you have to do is click on sound pairing, listen to annoying noise for about a minute, and you will be connected to the internet via Wi-Fi or via Ethernet cable. In the EWI-Link app, you'll find all the predicted options. You'll be able to move the camera around. You can obviously record or take a snapshot of the video. You can send a two-way audio, but also there are a couple of options that I wasn't expecting. First of all, there is a RTSP option, so you will be able to link this camera with your external network recorder. That's great because it suddenly frees the camera from a subscriptions options, and if you want you can deploy our recorder locally and have this footage saved there. Let's talk about the main feature of the IP camera, ability to record a video and audio. And in case you've not noticed, I've switched to the Sonoff IP camera. So the quality of video is as presented. It's only 10 to 13 frames per second, so everything that moves fast is going to be blurred heavily, and that's the light conditions that you can observe during the daylight using the main camera. There's also an infrared camera, and I'm going to give it a go in a second, but that's the sort of quality you can expect from this camera in terms of the feed. As you could see from the example, the video is upscaled to 1080p and the camera itself is capable of about 10 to 12 frames per second. It's not ideal, but it's serviceable, and the same goes for audio. While it gets the job done, you probably won't be streaming any footage on YouTube from this camera anytime soon. You can have a conversation and you'll be understood, however that's pretty much as far as this goes, and well, it's loud enough to be used outside, that's for sure. By the way, extra tip for you, if you're going to use the motion trigger, do not select the sound alarm because this thing is bloody loud and nearly got me a heart attack when I trigger it. There are 3 ways to record a video with this camera. You can go to EWI-Link app and start recording, but bear in mind that recording will end as soon as you're gonna exit the app, and the video quality will depend on the quality of the internet between the camera itself, the router, and obviously your mobile phone. The second option is to enter or insert a micro SD card, and the footage is gonna be stored locally as well, so you have to enable this in options. And the third option, which I haven't tried to be honest, it's the RTSP option, where you can link the feed into your recorder. I'm definitely curious about this, and I want to link this to Node-RED, so I would see how good is this camera and what I can figure out with this, how I can send the streams, take pictures, and use the motion activation to actually trigger stuff in Node-RED. So if you're interested in that, you best follow me on social media now. So what's the takeout here? This is definitely a budget option. And I don't think the guys are trying to hide it. It is a very inexpensive camera that you can have deployed in your house and use it. Now, there is an open question whether this thing will leak any information. I'm not a security expert, and even if I was, giving you assurance now wouldn't mean that in the next update and access to the camera wouldn't be introduced. So for now we can just count on the goodwill of the IT guys and hope that no one spies on us. I'll be pointing those at my backyard to make sure it's monitored and nothing indecent happens in there. If it happens, I'll have extra footage on YouTube, that's for sure. But for 30 bucks, I think you could do much worse. Right guys, thanks so much for watching me. If you're interested in more content, I do not have a posting schedule, so if you want to know more how to use this camera with Node-RED or interested in any other articles, do follow me on social media and you will get a notification as well. You know how to use YouTube, so subscribe to the channel if you want to, and for now I'm gonna say my goodbyes and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye!